Your Honor. All rise. Season 3, Episode 4. Yes, sir. All clear. You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you once again for joining me inside the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or the PCBC for short. This is Season 3, Episode 4 of this wonderful podcast series here on YouTube. Seasons 1 and 2 of my podcast can be found on my Instagram page. Link is in the bio if you search up my name at the Honorable Judge Noah, or just search NWS 1999 into your search bar on YouTube. I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from the main town and home base of the PCBC in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. If you've enjoyed this series so far, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to this wonderful series discussing PSAC men's basketball. In today's episode, we're going to be recapping the first series of games that occurred over the course of 4 days between November 7th and November 16th. And then we'll give you a preview of the upcoming games coming up later during the week. We have 16 games to give you my picks and predictions for this week, and then we'll go from there. Without further ado, let's get this session rocking and rolling. As they say in beautiful Cleveland, the rock and roll capital of the world. So how the recapping is going to work for at least the first half of the season until we get to the PSAC division games. Just because of time purposes, my goal is I want to try to get through these as a reasonable amount of time as possible. I'm going to do the score of the game, give you my player of the game from each team, and give you their statistics for that particular player. And then also we'll go through the team statistics. So their field goal percentage, 3-point field goal percentage, free throw percentage for each half, then their overall shooting performance. Specifically for IUP games only, I will be doing full recaps of the IUP games by themselves. That'll be for the entire season. But for all the other games going on right now, they are strictly to just one player of the game, and then the statistics, and then we move on to the next game. So without further ado, let's get started. We had 33 games to cover over the course of these 4 days. So the first game that started was on Friday, November 7th. That was when Mansfield, Commonwealth University of Mansfield, they traveled all the way up to Muncie, Indiana to take on Ball State. Now, this was technically an exhibition game for Mansfield, but how I view it is if it's on the PSAC schedule, I'm counting it. So the first game we're going to talk about is, here, let me pull it up. It is Mansfield Mansfield traveling to Ball State to take on the Cardinals. Okay, here we go. So, first game of the 2025-2026 PSAC men's basketball schedule, we have Mansfield versus Ball State. In the first half, Ball State outscored Mansfield 32-28. In the second half, Ball State outscored Mansfield 52-26 for the final score of 84-54. So this game did not count for Mansfield, but it did for Ball State. Player of the game for Mansfield was Sterling Scott. He played 30 minutes, went 7 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 1 turnover, and 1 steal for 17 points. For Ball State, their player of the game was Armani Ziegler. In 32 minutes, he started shooting 8 of 11 from the floor. He was 0 of 2 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, and 5 steals for a total of 20 points. In the first half, Mansfield shot 38.5% from the floor, 12.5% from three-point range, 53.8% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 37% from the floor, 10% from three-point range, and 55.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountaineers of Commonwealth University at Mansfield shot 20 of 53 from the floor at 37.7%, 2 of 18 from three-point range at 11.1%, and 12 of 22 from the free throw line at 54.5%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Nasir Brown. In the first half, Ball State shot 39.3% from the floor, 10% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 60% from the floor, 38.5% from three-point range, 55.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Cardinals of Ball State shot 32 of 63 from the floor at 50.8%, 6 of 23 from three-point range at 26.1%, and 14 of 27 from the free throw line at 51.9%, with one technical foul being assessed to Devin Barnes. Now we get to the actual Atlantic region. That was the first and only game we had talked about from November 7th. Moving on to the 14-game slate that was last Friday, November 14th. And the first game we're going to be talking about here, let me pull it up. It is the battle between Lock Haven and Davis and Elkins. So this was the first of two games played from Friday at SRU at the Morrow Fieldhouse. If it decides to load today. And this is why my laptop is such a pain in the butt sometimes. It is what it is, I guess. All right, here we go. In the first half, Davis and Elkins outscored Lock Haven 50-36. In the second half, Davis and Elkins outscored Lock Haven 45-36. Final score was 95-72 in favor of the Senators. So with that, Davis and Elkins at the time from Friday went to 1-0. Lock Haven dropped to 0-1. Players of the game for Davis and Elkins, it was Vegas Evans. 31 minutes, he was 9 of 19 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range. Perfect 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Recording a double-double, he had 11 rebounds, 4 fouls, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, and 4 steals for 27 points. For Lock Haven, their player of the game, I would say, is Dean Coleman Newsom. In 31 minutes, he was 6 of 16 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, he fouled out, had 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and had a total of 16 points. In the first half, Davis and Elkins shot 45.9% from the floor, 30.8% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 51.5% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, the Senators of Davis and Elkins shot 34 of 70 from the floor at 48.6%, 5 of 22 from three-point range at 22.7%, and 22 of 30 from the free throw line at 73.3%. For Lock Haven, they shot 41.2% from the floor in the first half, 16.7% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 37.8% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, and 54.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bald Eagles of Commonwealth University of Lock Haven shot 28 of 71 from the floor at 39.4%, 4 of 24 from three-point range at 16.7%, and 12 of 20 from the free throw line at 60%. 1 technical foul was assessed to Lock Haven, and 1 for Davis and Elkins technical foul was assessed to Tristan Starks. Game number 2. I don't know why it's automatically sent me to the 19th. We're not there yet. We will be soon, though. Game number 2, Fayetteville State and Westchester, the first of 2 games in Bowie, Maryland. So Bowie State was hosting the 4-game set. In the first half, Westchester outscored Fayetteville State 50-46. In the second half, Fayetteville State outscored Westchester 37-30. Final score, Fayetteville State winning 83-80 over the Golden Rams. Players of the game for Westchester, their player of the game was Denari Boykin. 27 minutes, he was 6 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 1 steal for 17 points. In the first half, Westchester shot 43.2% from the floor, 46.7% from three-point range, and 45.5% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 32.5% from the floor, 9.1% from three-point range, and 42.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 32 of 84 from the floor at 38.1%, 8 of 26 from the 8 of 26 from three-point range at 30.8%, and 8 of 18 from the free throw line at 44.4%. For Fayetteville State, their player of the game, in my opinion, was Larry Howell. 31 minutes, he was 8 of 16 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals for 24 points. In the first half, Fayetteville State shot 50% from the floor, 41.7% from three-point range, 68.4% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 43.5% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Broncos of Fayetteville State shot 24 of 51 from the floor at 47.1%, 6 of 19 from three-point range at 31.6%, 29 of 39 from the free throw line, 74.4%. One technical foul being assessed to Kenneth Brayboy. Next game, East Stroudsburg and Winston-Salem State. This was one of two games that was being played. One of two games being played in Petersburg, Virginia. So this was, I'm pretty sure this was the Virginia State hosting that matchup, or at least hosting the 4 teams in for that series. Please excuse me, my Chromebook's being very slow today, as per usual. What else is new? Anyways, East Stroudsburg versus Winston-Salem State. In the first half, East Stroudsburg outscored Winston-Salem State 40-7 to 29. Second half, East Stroudsburg outscored Winston-Salem State 58-43. Final score 105-72. East Stroudsburg gets the easy win. Player of the game for Winston-Salem State was Tara Boykin. In 33 minutes, he was 10 of 17 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 3 steals for 25 points. In the first half, Winston-Salem State shot 43.5% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 51.5% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Winston-Salem State shot 27 of 56 from the floor at 48.2%, 2 of 9 from three-point range at 22.2%, and 16 of 23 from the free throw line at 69.6%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Ethan English. For East Stroudsburg, their best player was, let me see. Their best player was Ethan Millirons, who in 23 minutes off the bench, he was 5 of 7 from the floor, 5 of 7 from three-point range, and perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds and 1 assist with 1 steal for 17 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 46.9% from the floor, 35.3% from three-point range, 55% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot nearly 58% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 37 of 70 from the floor at 52.9%, 10 of 29 from three-point range at 34.5%, and 21 of 35 from the free throw line at 60%. Next game, Lincoln, PA against Pitt Johnstown, the first of 2 games from Friday at the IUP Memorial Fieldhouse, since the PA State Cheerleading Championships were going on at the KCAC, which is the main home of the IUP Crimson Hawks, which their first home game at the Kowalczyk will be on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, November 23rd at 5 p.m. Eastern. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown outscored Lincoln 41-39. In the second half, Lincoln outscored Pitt Johnstown 36-32, with Lincoln getting a 2-point win over Pitt Johnstown. Player of the game for Pitt Johnstown was Jay Rose, who in 25 minutes off the bench was 8 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 17 points. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown shot 48.6% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 43.3% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, and 62.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain the Mountain Cats have pitched Johnstown shot 30 of 65 from the floor at 46.2%, 3 of 14 from three-point range at 21.4%, and 10 of 15 from the free throw line at 66.7%, with one technical foul being assessed to Nick Watts. For the Lions of Lincoln, PA, their best player was Bernard Johnson, who in 28 minutes was 11 of 22 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 steals for 25 points. In the first half, Lincoln shot 50% from the floor, 7.7% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 34.2% from the floor, 23.1% from three-point range, and 63.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Lions of Lincoln, Pennsylvania shot 31 of 74 from the floor at 41.9%, 4 of 26 from three-point range at 15.4%, and 9 of 15 from the free throw line at 60%. Next game, Millersville versus Virginia Union. In the first half, Millersville outscored VU 43-28. In the second half, Millersville outscored VU 39-38. Millersville winning 82-66 over Virginia Union. Player of the game for Virginia Union was Taj Harding. In 26 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 16 from the floor, 3 of 10 from three-point range, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 block for 19 points. In the first half, Virginia Union shot 45.8% from the floor, 100% from three-point range, going 3 out of 3, and 60% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 53.9% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Overall, the Panthers of Virginia Union shot 25 of 50 from the floor at 50%, 5 of 12 from three-point range at 41.7%, and 11 of 19 from the free throw line, 57.9%. For Millersville, their player of the game was the return of Day Waters, who in 35 minutes was 9 of 14 from the floor, 4 of 8 from three-point range, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 3 steals for 22 points in his first game back as a Marauder. In the first half, Millersville shot 60% from the floor, 43.8% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 63.6% from the floor, 66.7% from three-point range, and just under 54% from the free throw line. Overall, the Marauders of Millersville shot 29 out of 47 from the floor at 61.7%, 11 of 22 from three-point range at 50%, and 13 of 19 from the free throw line at 68.4%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Elazar Matthews Spratley. Next game, Fairmont State versus Bloomsburg. Fairmont State entered this game as the 5th best ranked team in the entire country for Division II. Bloomsburg, expectations are low, let's just say that. In the first half, Fairmont State outscored Bloomsburg 52-29. In the second half, Fairmont State outscored Bloomsburg 46-27. For Fairmont State, getting an easy 42-point win over Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg, winning 98-56. Player of the game for Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg would be Courtney Davis II. In 22 minutes, he was 2 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range. However, he was 11 of 13 from the free throw line, so that's pretty impressive, with 2 rebounds and 2 assists for 15 points. He was the only player for Bloomsburg that had double-digit points. Former IUP Crimson Hawk Kaba Murray, his first collegiate game was 14 minutes, was 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound and 2 assists for 6 points and 1 steal for 6 points. So shout out to Kaba Murray for that. In the first half, Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 41.2% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 86.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 34.6% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Huskies of Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 16 from 43 from the floor at 37.2%, 5 of 16 from three-point range at 31.3%, and 19 of 24 from the free throw line, 79.2%. Player of the game for Fairmont State, CJ Meredith, in 20 minutes was 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and 2 steals for 15 points. In the first half, Fairmont State shot 60% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 64.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 57.1% from the floor, 44.4% from the three-point range, and 90.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Falcons of Fairmont State shot 34 of 58 from the floor at 58.6%. 11 of 23 from three-point range at 47.8%, and 19 of 25 from the free throw line 76%, with 1 technical foul being assessed to CJ Meredith. Next game, Clarion and West Liberty. West Liberty came into this game ranked number 11 in the country. Before the official rankings are coming out here pretty soon as I'm filming. Right now it's 12:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if they do end up changing, I'll let you know. But I think the rankings come out tomorrow in terms of that. So West Liberty and Clarion. In the first half, if my thing will load. Okay, first half, West Liberty outscored Clarion 54-39. In second half, Clarion outscored West Liberty 52-48. West Liberty winning 102-91. Player of the game for Penn West Clarion was Gavin Cote. In 33 minutes was 10 of 21 from the floor, 5 of 10 from three-point range, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for 28 points. The first half, Penn West Clarion shot 41.9% from the floor, 23.1% from three-point range, and 62.5% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 51.4% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of Penn West Clarion shot 32 of 68 from the floor, 47.1%, 10 of 27 from three-point range at 37%, and 17 of 25 from the free throw line, 68%. For West Liberty, their player of the game was Jamie Muldowney. 26 minutes, he was 8 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range, 0 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal for 19 points. In the first half, West Liberty shot 45.2% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 69.2% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 43.6% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 58% from the free throw line. Overall, the Hilltoppers of West Liberty shot 36 of 81 from the floor at 44.4%, 14 of 42 from three-point range at 33.3%, and 16 of 25 from the free throw line at 64%. Next game is Bowie State versus Gannon. Gannon came into this matchup ranked number 22 in the country. The first half, Gannon outscored Bowie State 43-39. In the second half, Gannon outscored Bowie State 56-41, winning 99-80 over the Bulldogs. Player of the game, it was, of course, one of the best players in Division II coming up this season, is Pace Proser. In 28 minutes, he was 7 of 17 from the floor, 3 of 11 from three-point range, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals for 26 points. In the first half, Gannon shot 31.8% from the floor, 29.2% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. The second half, they shot 47.5% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 33 of 84 from the floor at 39.3%, 13 of 44 from three-point range at 28.5%, and 20 of 25 from the free throw line at 80%, with a technical foul being assessed to Jaden Callaway. For Bowie State, their player of the game, in my opinion, was Charles Thomas III. In 29 minutes, he was 8 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 rebound and 2 blocks for 19 points. The first half, Bowie State shot 52% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 73.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 42.9% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bulldogs of Bowie State shot 25 of 53 from the floor at 47.2%, 4 of 16 from three-point range at 4 of 16 from three-point range at 25%, 26 of 36 from the free throw line at 72.2%. Next game, Shepherd versus Virginia State. Virginia State is projected as one of the favorites to win the CIAA this season. Shepherd projected to finish, I believe, I have them projected to finish in the top 6 in the PSAC East this season. In the first half, Shepherd and Virginia State were both tied at 30 in the first half. Second half, Shepherd outscored Virginia State 34-32, Shepherd winning 64-62 over VA State. For Shepherd, their best player of the game was Marcus Banks, who in 30 minutes was 6 of 17 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 13 of 15 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks for 4 steals for 25 points. In the first half, Shepherd shot 35.7% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 63.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot around 46% from the floor, 14% from three-point range, 78.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepherd shot 21 of 52 from the floor at 40.4%, 4 of 13 from three-point range, 30.8%, 18 of 25 from the free throw line, 72%. For Virginia State, their best player was Brandon Hilliard. 19 minutes, he was 5 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 13 points. In the first half, Virginia State shot 38% from the floor, 0% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 35.5% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Spartans of Virginia State shot 23 of 63 from the floor at 36.5%, 3 of 11 from three-point range at 27.3%, and 13 of 18 from the free throw line at 72.2%. Next game. Pretty easy pick in my opinion. This was a very easy win for my alma mater in Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock taking on West Virginia Wesleyan. In the first half, SRU outscored West Virginia Wesleyan 56-31. Second half, SRU outscored WVW 58-45. SRU winning 114-76 over the Bobcats of West Virginia Wesleyan. Player of the game for the West Virginia Wesleyan, Isaiah Baker. 20 minutes, he was 6 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 13 points. In the first half, WVW was shot 40.6% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 40% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 81.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bobcats of West Virginia Wesleyan shot 29 out of 72 from the floor at 40.3%, 6 of 23 from three-point range at 26.1%, and 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 75%. For SRU, their top player and player of the game was Elijah Hill. In 22 minutes, he was 9 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 2 from three-point range, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds for a total of 20 points. In the first half, Slippery Rock shot 58.5% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 45.5% from the free throw line. Second half, shot 60.6% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rock of SRU shot 44 out of 74 from the floor at 59.5%, 6 of 19 from three-point range at 31.6%, and 20 of 31 from the free throw line at 64.5%. Next game, kind of a pick-em game, honestly, if you really wanted to go by it, by that matter of going through those games. 4 games left to go through for Friday, and then we got 16 more, so we still got 18 more to go. We're almost halfway there, guys. All right, Edinboro and Salem. In the first half, Edinboro outscored Salem 37-29. Second half, Salem outscored Edinboro 44-33. Salem getting the win over Edinboro 73-70. Player of the game for Salem was Eamon Lawai. In 38 minutes, he was 4 of 9 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 13 of 16 from the free throw line, with 11 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal for 21 points, recording a double-double. In the first half, Salem shot 31.3% from the floor, 9.1% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 60.9% from the floor, I think that's what they're called. 40% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. Overall, I believe they're called the Tigers. Yes. Look at me. I know how. Look at my stuff. Overall, the Tigers of Salem, West Virginia, shot 24 of 55 from the floor at 43.6%. 3 of 16 from three-point range at 18.8%, and 32 from the free throw line, 68.8%. For Edinboro, Penn West Edinboro, I'm going to go with Ibrahim Abdulrahman Robinson is their player of the game. 24 minutes off the bench, he was 6 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 14 points. In the first half, Edinboro shot 41.7% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, 42.9% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 33.3% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 42.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinboro shot 28 of 75 from the floor, 37.3% from three-point range, 37.3% from the floor, 8 of 35 from three-point range at 22.9%, and 6 of 14 from the free throw line at 42.9%. Next game, Mansfield. Wait, what? Oh, okay, we're good. Mansfield and Charleston, West Virginia. First half, Charleston outscored Mansfield 64-24. Wow, that's a blowout right there. Second half, Charleston outscored Mansfield 43-33. Charleston winning by 50 points over Mansfield, 107-57. Player of the game for Charleston, West Virginia was Matthew Shelton. We're going to go with Eli Robertson. 17 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 13 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three-point range, 1 rebound, 2 assists for 19 points. In the first half, UFC shot 61.5% from the floor, 56% from three-point range, 100% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot around 63% from the floor, 46.2% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Overall, the Eagles of the University of Charleston, West Virginia, shot 41 of 66 from the floor at 62.1%, 20 of 38 from three-point range at 52.5%, or 52.6%, not 52.5%, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71.4%. For Mansfield, their best player was Darian Barrios Rivera. 20 minutes off the bench, he was 4 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds and a total of 12 points. First half, Mansfield shot 28% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 29.4% from the floor, 23.8% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, Mountaineers of Commonwealth University of Mansfield shot 17 of 59 from the floor, 28.8%. 23.3% from three-point range and 69.6% from the free throw line. All right, good. We got, 3 more games left to go? No, we only got 2. All right, here we go. We're going to our first full recap. IUP versus Concord, West Virginia. A rematch of these two teams who played 2 seasons ago. Concord winning by 4. And the return, and the title of this episode is The Return of Dallis Dillard. And for good reason. In the first half, IUP outscored Concord 47-33. Second half, IUP outscored Concord 46-41. IUP getting its first win of the season, winning 93-74. For Concord, their player of the game was Josiah Rickards. In 32 minutes, he was 6 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 6 from three-point range, 5 of 11 from the free throw line, 1 assist and 2 steals for 19 points. Efemni Hannah on 31 minutes was 6 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 17 points. Bobakar Diago in 30 minutes was 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks with 2 steals for 11 points, recording a double-double. In the first half, Concord shot 40% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, and 33.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 42.4% from the floor, 37.5% from three-point range, and 71.4% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain Lions of Concord, West Virginia shot 41.3% from the floor, 42.1% from three-point range, and 53.8% from the free throw line. For IUP, their easy pick this one. This player of the game was the return of the man, the myth, and the heart and soul of the Crimson Hawks, Dallis Dillard. 27 minutes in his first game since December 18th, 2023. He went 10 of 20 from the floor, 2 of 6 from three-point range, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 29 points. Christian Moore in 25 minutes was 6 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 14 points. Kamani Marrero in 29 minutes was 6 of 8 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 assists and 1 steal for 13 points. Tyler Grove off the bench in 20 minutes was 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, and total of 10 points. Oh, I forgot Demir Brooks. Sorry, Demir. In 31 minutes, he was 5 of 7 from the floor and 1 of 4 from the free throw line, recording a double-double with 10 rebounds, 3 assists for 11 points. Next, Ian Herring in 26 minutes off the bench. He was 3 of 6 from the floor and 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds, and 1 block and 1 steal for 8 points. Bautista Rodriguez in his first game as the Crimson Hawk in his first start. In 28 minutes was 2 of 5 from the floor with 5 rebounds, 1 assist for 4 points. Luke Triggs in 9 minutes off the bench was 1 of 2 from the floor, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for 2 points. And Alfonso Pickens Jr. in 5 minutes was 1 of 1 from the floor, recording 2 points. In the first half, IUP shot 54.6% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 63.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 60.6% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of IUP shot 57.6% from the floor, 35.3% from three-point range, and 57.9% from the free throw line. And the final game from Friday was Wheeling versus Penn West, California, Pennsylvania. Kind of an upset one, I'm not going to lie. In the first half, California outscored Wheeling 42-37. In the second half, Wheeling outscored California 48-40. Wheeling winning 85-82. Player of the game for Penn West Cal was Antoine Arnett. In 36 minutes, he was 7 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 18 points. In the first half, California shot 44.8% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 73.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 58% from the floor, 75% from three-point range, and just under 58% from the free throw line. Overall, the Vulcans of Penn West, California, Pennsylvania shot 50% from the floor, 41.7% from three-point range, and 64.4% from the free throw line. For Wheeling, their player of the game was T. Harris. In 34 minutes, he was 7 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for a total of 15 points. First half, Wheeling, they shot 44.1% from the floor, 30.8% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 72% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Cardinals of Wheeling University shot 55.9% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 72.2% from the free throw line. Overall, went 9 out of 4. So far, I went 9 out of 14 games that I got correct from Friday. Games that I did not get correct were Edinboro beating Salem. Salem beat Edinboro. Fayetteville State beating Westchester. Lincoln ended up beating Pitt Johnstown. Shepherd ended up beating Virginia State. And then, of course, the last game we just talked about, Wheeling ended up beating Penn West Cal. On to the 16-game rotation from Saturday. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. The first game we're going to be talking about is Mansfield versus Virginia Union. In the first half, Virginia Union outscored Mansfield 29-14. Second half, VU outscored Mansfield 46-37. Final score 75-51. Player of the game for Mansfield, Dearmid Stewart. In 30 minutes, he was 3 of 8 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal for 11 points. In the first half, Mansfield shot 17.7% from the floor, 0% from three-point range, going 0 of 16 from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. Second half, 50% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, 78.6% from the free throw line. A little bit better. Overall, the Mountaineers of Commonwealth University at Mansfield shot 31% from the floor, 7.7% from the free throw line, or from three-point range, and 81.3%. With that, actually, we'll get to that in a minute. Player of the game for Virginia Union was Malachi Dark. 22 minutes, 11 of 17 from the floor, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 6 blocks with 1 steal for 23 points. First half, Virginia Union shot 29.4% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Second half, 60.6% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Overall, the Panthers of Virginia Union shot 44.8% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, and 68.8% from the free throw line. Next game, one of the big games from Saturday, Gannon versus Fayetteville State. In the first half, Gannon outscored Fayetteville State 56-51. Second half, Gannon outscored Fayetteville State 46-41. Final score, Gannon winning 102-92. Gannon goes to 2-0. Fayetteville State drops to 1-1. Previous game, Virginia Union improves to 1-1. Mansfield goes to 0-2. For Fayetteville State, the player of the game was Ezekiel Kennedy. In 34 minutes, he was 7 of 18 from the floor, 3 of 10 from three-point range, 13 of 15 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for 30 points. They had 2 guys that actually almost had 30 points. Larry Howell had 29 points as well. In the first half, Fayetteville State shot 37.8% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 87.5% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.4% from the floor, 12.5% from three-point range, 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Broncos of Fayetteville State ended up shooting 40% from the floor, 18.8% from three-point range, 84.6% from the free throw line. For Gannon, their player of the game, once again, was Pace Proser. You're going to hear that name a lot this year on this channel. 35 minutes, he was 7 of 18 from the floor, 2 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals for 22 points. First half, Gannon shot 45.6% from the floor, 36.8% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.4% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 61.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 44.3% from the floor, 29% from three-point range, and 65.7% from the free throw line, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Precious Idiaro. Next game, Millersville and Charleston, West Virginia. In the first half, Charleston outscored Millersville 51-41. Second half, Millersville outscored Charleston 43-38. But it was not enough for Millersville to get this win, as Charleston ultimately won 89-84. Charleston going to 2-0. Millersville drops to 1-1. Player of the game for Charleston was Thomas Haley. 34 minutes. It was 15 of 18 from the floor and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 31 points. In the first half, Charleston shot 68.6% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 0% from the free throw line because they didn't take any free throws. Second half, 51.9% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of the University of Charleston, West Virginia, shot 61.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. For Millersville, their player of the game was Dave Waters once again. 37 minutes, 8 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three-point range, 8 of 10 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, or 1 block for 29 points. In the first half, Millersville shot 42.3% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 93.8% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 37.1% from the floor, 31.3% from three-point range, 92.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Marauders of Millersville shot 39.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and a very impressive 93.1% from the free throw line. Next game, West Virginia Wesleyan versus Lock Haven. In the first half, West Virginia Wesleyan outscored Lock Haven 41-37. Second half, Lock Haven outscored WVW 31-26 for a 1-point win over the Bobcats. Lock Haven improves to 1-1. West Virginia Wesleyan drops to 0-2. Player of the game for Commonwealth University of Lock Haven was Luke Kennevan. In 38 minutes, he was 8 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, with 7 rebounds, 4 assists for a total of 17 points. In the first half, Lock Haven shot 46.2% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, and 73.3% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 42.4% from the floor, 18.2% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bald Eagles of Commonwealth University of Lock Haven shot 44.1% from the floor, 19% from three-point range, and 70.6% from the free throw line. For West Virginia Wesleyan, their player of the game was Stefan Ovia. 33 minutes, he was 8 of 14 from the floor and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 rebounds, 2 blocks for 16 points. In the first half, WVW shot 45.7% from the floor. Let's keep skipping on me. Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. 45.7% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, 88.9% from the free throw line. Second half, 45.8% from the floor, 23.1% from three-point range, 33.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bobcats of West Virginia Wesleyan shot 45.8% from the floor, 18.2% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Next game, Bowie State versus Westchester. In the first half, Bowie State outscored Westchester 40-38. Second half, Westchester outscored Bowie State 38-33. Westchester winning 76-73. Westchester goes to 1-1. Bowie State drops to 0-2. Player of the game for Westchester was Gabe Moss. In 26 minutes, was 9 of 11 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 23 points. In the first half, Westchester shot 55.6% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 63.6% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 54.2% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 83.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Rams of Westchester shot 54.9% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 73.9% from the free throw line. For the Bulldogs of Bowie State, their player of the game was Charles Thomas III yet again. 33 minutes, 6 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 16 points. In the first half, Bowie State shot 47.1% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 44.4% from the floor, 40% from the three-point range, 72.2% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bulldogs of Bowie State shot 46.2% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, and 70.8% from the free throw line. Next game, Penn West Clarion versus Wheeling. In the first half, Wheeling outscored Clarion 44-40. In the second half, Clarion outscored Wheeling 51-38. And the Golden Eagles get their first win of the season over the Cardinals, 91-82. Clarion goes to 1-1. Wheeling drops to 1-1. Player of the game for Clarion was Kendon Peebles. In 29 minutes, he was 10 of 14 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three-point range, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds and 2 steals for 30 points. There's a lot of 30-point games this weekend. I'm pretty sure that there's isn't the last one you're going to see a 30-point game. In the first half, Clarion shot 37.5% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 50% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 72.2% from the free throw line. Overall, the Golden Eagles of wrong side. Overall, the Golden Eagles of Penn West Clarion shot 43.8% from the floor, 34.5% from three-point range, 78.1% from the free throw line. For Wheeling, their player of the game was Aiden Goal. In 31 minutes, he was 4 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 7 from three-point range, 10 of 11 for the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals for 18 points. In the first half, Wheeling shot 42.1% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line, going 7 out of 7. Second half, 41.7% from the floor, 18.8% from three-point range, 55.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Cardinals of Wheeling University shot 41.9% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Next game, Davis and Elkins versus SRU. In the first half, Slippery Rock outscored D&E 34-32. Second half, Slippery Rock outscored D&E 37-36, with the Rock getting a 3-point win over Davis and Elkins. Player of the game for Davis and Elkins was Matthew Gray. In 38 minutes, was 9 of 19 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds and 3 steals for 25 points. In the first half, Davis and Elkins shot 33.3% from the floor, 46.2% from three-point range, and 0 of 0 from the free throw line because they had no free throw attempts. Second half, they were 36.7% from the floor, 0% from three-point range, going 0 out of 10, and 60.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the centers of Davis and Elkins, West Virginia, shot 34.8% from the floor, 26.1% from three-point range, and 60.9% from the free throw line. For Slippery Rock, their player of the game was my boy from Sharon, Pennsylvania, and Kennedy Catholic grad, and also played for Gannon for 2 seasons. That would be my main man, Ike Herster. He, in 27 minutes, was 4 of 13 from the floor, 0 of 3 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for 12 points. In the first half, SRU shot 29.4% from the floor, 27.3% from three-point range, and 91.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.4% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rock of SRU shot 35.8% from the floor, 23.5% from three-point range, and 82.6% from the free throw line. Next game, Shepherd versus Winston-Salem State. Good news is, y'all, we are halfway through Saturday. And we still got a while to go. Anyways, that's besides the point. In the first half, Shepherd outscored Winston-Salem State 35-24. Second half, both teams each scored 28 points apiece. Shepherd winning 63-52 over the Rams. So the Rams beat the Rams. What are the odds? So Shepherd goes to 2-0, and Winston-Salem State drops to 0-2. Player of the game for Winston-Salem State was Tara Boykin again. 37 minutes was 7 of 17 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block for 16 points. First half, Winston-Salem State shot 40% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Second half, 37.9% from the floor, 14.3% from three-point range, 62.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Winston-Salem State shot 38.9% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, and 61.5% from the free throw line. For Shepherd, their player of the game once again was Marcus Banks. 33 minutes, 5 of 13 from the floor, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 7 of 11 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks for 18 points. In the first half, Shepherd shot 46.2% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the free throw line. Second half, 25.8% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 69.2% from the free throw line. Overall, the Rams of Shepherd shot 35.1% from the floor, 31.8% from three-point range, 76.2% from the free throw line. Next game, Pitt Johnstown versus Concord, West Virginia. In the first half, Pitt Johnstown outscored Concord 41-40. Second half, Pitt Johnstown outscored Concord 38-35. Pitt Johnstown winning 79-75, improving to 1-1. And Concord finishes the Hilton Garden Inn Tip-Off Classic at Indiana, going 0-2. Player of the game for Pitt Johnstown was Jay Rose again. In 27 minutes off the bench, he was 7 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, and 5 of 11 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block for 22 points. First half, Pitt Johnstown shot 42.1% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 50% from the floor, 62.5% from three-point range, 45.5% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain Cats of Pitt Johnstown shot 45.5% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, and 59.1% from the free throw line, with a technical foul being assessed to Baden Forup. For Concord, their player of the game was Craig Gilbert. On 35 minutes, he was 9 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, recorded a double-double with 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block with 1 steal for 22 points. In the first half, Concord shot 39.5% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 40.6% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Mountain Lions of Concord, West Virginia shot 40% from the floor, 27.8% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Eldon Terry, and then 1 being assessed to Concord as a whole. Next game, the battle of the 2 teams in the entire Atlantic region are pretty much garbage. Even though Salem, West Virginia is technically a D2 independent, they usually are not that good for the most part, and they get stuck playing all the good teams from West Virginia. So that sounds like fun for them. You know, could be worse. Could always be worse. It could be D'Youville, who hasn't had a winning season in like forever. The first half, Salem outscored Bloomsburg 32-27. In the second half, Salem outscored Bloomsburg 36-28. The Tigers beating the Huskies 68-55. Salem goes to 2-0, and Bloomsburg drops to 0-2. For Salem, West Virginia, their player of the game was Zachy Fallon. In 35 minutes, was 8 of 20 from the floor, 3 of 8 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals for 25 points. In the first half, Salem shot 42.3% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 38.5% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 86.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Tigers of Salem, West Virginia shot 40.4% from the floor, 27.8% from three-point range, and 80.8% from the free throw line. For Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg, their player of the game once again was Courtney Davis II, 36 minutes, 4 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 15 points. In the first half, Bloomsburg shot 41.7% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, 32.1% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 70% from the free throw line. Overall, the Huskies of Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg shot 36.5% from the floor, 19% from three-point range, 68.4% from the free throw line, and there was a technical foul that was assessed to Kaba Murray. Next game, Frostburg State, the first of the 4 games set in Frostburg, Maryland. This actually started on Saturday, not Friday, like a lot of these other tournament games ended up doing. But it is what it is. First half, Frostburg State outscored Shippensburg 59-49. Second half, Frostburg State outscored Shippensburg 53-41. Final score 112-90. Frostburg State gets the win, their first win of the season. Player of the game for Shippensburg. He's one of my picks for the freshman. He's actually my pick right now to win Athlete of the Year for the PSAC East. That would be Marcus Frank. In 29 minutes, he went 12 of 18 from the floor, 0 of 1 from three-point range, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds for a total of 28 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 47.4% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. Second half, 42.1% from the floor, 16.7% from three-point range, 58.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 44.7% from the floor, 20% from three-point range, and 78.3% from the free throw line. For Frostburg State, they had 4 players with 20 points, but their player of the game was Trey Simmons, in my opinion. 28 minutes, he was 8 of 16 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block with 2 steals for 23 points. In the first half, Frostburg State shot 54.3% from the floor, 46.2% from three-point range, and 88.2% from the free throw line. Second half, 60.6% from the floor, 66.7% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bobcats of Frostburg State shot 57.4% from the floor, 54.5% from three-point range, and 84.6% from the free throw line. Next game, Virginia State versus East Stroudsburg in the battle of the 1-0 teams from Friday. Virginia State lost that first game. Correction, to Shepherd by 2 points. And they ended up losing their first 2 games of the season by a grand total of 3 points. That's kind of rough. That's the second worst way to lose. Second worst amount of points to lose by in a 2-game span. But anyways, who's counting? The first half, East Stroudsburg outscored Virginia State 43-40. Second half, Virginia State outscored East Stroudsburg 38-36. East Stroudsburg held on by a single point to beat the Spartans. East Stroudsburg goes to 2-0, and Virginia State ends their home series 0-2, losing by a total of 3 points. Ouch. Their best player of the game for East Stroudsburg was Kenny Williams. In 17 minutes off the bench, he was 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 3 assists and 2 steals for 16 points. In the first half, East Stroudsburg shot 43.3% from the floor, 30.8% from three-point range, 68.4% from the free throw line. Second half, 44.1% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 28.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Warriors of East Stroudsburg shot 43.8% from the floor, 29.6% from three-point range, and 57.7% from the free throw line. For Virginia State, their player of the game, if I can pull it up, there we go. Their player of the game was Brandon Hilliard. 29 minutes, 8 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Had a pair of rebounds for 19 points. Overall, Virginia State in the first half shot 44.1% from the floor, 22.2% from three-point range, 57.1% from the free throw line. Second half, 50% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. Overall, the Spartans of Virginia State shot 46.8% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 64% from the free throw line. Second IUP game, IUP versus Lincoln, PA. These two teams met last season at the Kovalchik. IUP won 61-57. This game was a little bit better than last year, let's just say. This was the first game I've been to since, I believe it was in December of last year. My goodness, for IUP. So it's been a while since I've been to Indiana. I was very excited to go out and watch the Crimson Hawks get a big win over the Lions. In the first half, IUP outscored Lincoln 44-25. In the second half, IUP outscored Lincoln 38-32. Final score, IUP easily won 82-57 over Lincoln. IUP goes 2-0. Lincoln drops to 1-1. The player of the game, and I was hoping I did not have to pronounce this name, and I'm going to do my very, very best to try to pronounce this guy's name. The player of the game for Lincoln, PA was Julius Oleniraru. Wow, that was bad. Julius Oleniraru. Something like that. My apologies for the if I butchered that name. I tried my best. 37 minutes, he was 6 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 1 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Had 15 rebounds and 2 steals for 15 points. In the first half, Lincoln shot 45.8% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Second half, 34.4% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Overall, the Lions of Lincoln, Pennsylvania shot 39.3% from the floor, 29.4% from three-point range, 72.7% from the free throw line. For IUP, their player of the game was Kamani Marrero. In 30 minutes, he was 5 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal for 20 points. Dallis Dillard had another good performance. In 31 minutes, he was 6 of 16 from the floor, 3 of 8 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals for 17 points. Christian Moore in 23 minutes was 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 9 from three-point range, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 13 points. Ian Herring off the bench in 23 minutes was 4 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals for 12 points. Remaining players under 10 points. Demir Brooks in 23 minutes was 4 of 5 from the floor, had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 steals for 8 points. Bautista Rodriguez in 24 minutes was 3 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 2 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block for 6 points. Tyler Grove did not have a good game after that first good game. He in 20 minutes off the bench, he was 1 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 7 from three-point range, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 2 assists for 2 points. Luke Triggs in 18 minutes was 1 of 3 from the floor, 3 rebounds for 2 points. Now Alfonso Pickens Jr. in 8 minutes off the bench, 1 of 2 from the floor. He had 2 rebounds and 1 steal for 2 points. In the first half, IUP shot 43.2% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. In the second half, they shot 45.2% from the floor, 41.2% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Overall, the Crimson Hawks of IUP shot 44.1% from the floor, 35.1% from three-point range, and 81.8% from the free throw line. Next game, West Liberty and California. So crazy news for California. Congratulations, guys. I know I usually give this out every week, and I'm doing it again. The biggest dud of the week has to go to California going 0-2 in West Liberty. What a bummer. That's truly a shame that they had to go 0-2. Hard to believe that. Can you believe that? In the first half, West Liberty outscored California 38-33. In the second half, they outscored California 46-34. West Liberty winning 84-67. Haha, 6-7. Very funny. West Liberty improves to 2-0 and California drops to 0-2. Their player of the game for California was Jordan Buchanan in 36 minutes, was 9 of 15 from the floor, 6 of 11 from three-point range, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds and a total of 28 points. In the first half, California shot 53.9% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 0% from the free throw line, going 0 out of 4. In the second half, 44.8% from the floor, 28.6% from three-point range, 60% from the free throw line. Overall, the Vulcans of Penn West California, Pennsylvania, shot 49.1% from the floor, 41.2% from three-point range, and 42.9% from the free throw line, with 1 technical foul being assessed to Jordan Clayton. For West Liberty, their player of the game, once again, was Jamie Muldowney. In 26 minutes, was 7 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal for 21 points. In the first half, West Liberty shot 48.6% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 0% from the free throw line. Second half, 51.9% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Overall, the Hilltoppers of West Liberty shot 50% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 70.6% from the free throw line. The penultimate game from Saturday, game 15 of 16, Fairmont State versus Edinboro. This was actually a very close game. I give a lot of credit to Edinboro for making this game a lot closer than intended. In the first half, Edinboro led Fairmont State in the first half 33-32. In the second half, Fairmont State outscored Edinboro 50-42. Final score 82-75. Fairmont State goes to 2-0. Edinboro finishes the tournament in Fairmont, West Virginia, 0-2. The player of the game for Edinboro, I'm going to go to Bryce Baez in 32 minutes. He was 5 of 11 from the floor, 1 of 5 from three-point range, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 1 steal for 15 points. In the first half, Edinboro shot 34.4% from the floor, 26.7% from three-point range, 77.8% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 41.7% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, and 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Fighting Scots of Penn West Edinboro shot 38.2% from the floor, 25.8% from three-point range, and 78.9% from the free throw line. For Fairmont State, their player of the game was former West Virginia State Yellow Jacket Miguel Martinez. In 25 minutes, it was 7 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 10 from three-point range, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds and 2 steals for 21 points. In the first half, Fairmont State shot 36.7% from the floor, 33.3% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 48.3% from the floor, 45.5% from three-point range, 77.3% from the free throw line. Overall, the Falcons of Fairmont State shot 42.4% from the floor, 39.1% from three-point range, and 74.2% from the free throw line. And the 16th and final game from Saturday was Seton Hill and Bluefield State. In the first half, Bluefield State outscored Seton Hill 34-27. In the second half, Seton Hill outscored Bluefield State 50-38. Final score, Seton Hill winning 77-72 for their first win of the season. Player of the game for Seton Hill, no surprise, he's their best player in my opinion for the Griffins, and that is Kendrick Curtis. In 33 minutes, he was 7 of 13 from the floor, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals for 21 points. In the first half, Seton Hill shot 30% from the floor, 27.3% from three-point range, 75% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 68% from the floor, 57.1% from three-point range, 63.2% from the free throw line. Overall, the Griffins of Seton Hill shot 47.3% from the floor, 38.9% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. For Bluefield State, their player of the game was Anthony Davenport in 33 minutes. He was 8 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 4 rebounds for a total of 18 points. In the first half, Bluefield State shot 48.3% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 55.6% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, and 80% from the free throw line. Overall, the Big Blue of Bluefield State, but arguably my favorite name of the entire Atlantic region, Big Blue. They ended up shooting 51.8% from the floor, 36.8% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the free throw line. Only 2 games left to recap for the first 4. I hope you guys have, if you guys have made it this far, I want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. This is the most games we will be talking about in a single episode. So I appreciate if you are still with me, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are amazing. 2 games left. The first one, we're going to go with Bluefield State and Shippensburg. In the first half, Shippensburg outscored Bluefield State 36-23. In the second half, Shippensburg outscored Bluefield State 43-37. Shippensburg winning 79-60. Shippensburg going 1-1 in the tournament in Frostburg. Bluefield State goes to 0-2. Player of the game for Shippensburg was Michael Dixon. In 33 minutes, he was 10 of 18 from the floor, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for 31 points. In the first half, Shippensburg shot 51.9% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, and 100% from the free throw line, going 4 out of 4. The Fantastic Four. In the second half, they were 51.9% from the floor, 50% from three-point range, 70.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Raiders of Shippensburg shot 51.9% from the floor, 43.8% from three-point range, and 76.2% from the free throw line. For Bluefield State, their player of the game was Miles Pierre. In 34 minutes, was 6 of 17 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for 17 points. In the first half, Bluefield State shot 28% from the floor, 30% from three-point range, 85.7% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 56% from the floor, 60% from three-point range, and 54.6% from the free throw line. Overall, the Big Blue of Bluefield State shot 42% from the floor, 40% from three-point range, and 66.7% from the free throw line. And the 33rd and final game we are recapping in this video is Seton Hill versus Frostburg State. In the first half, Seton Hill and Frostburg State were tied at 41. In the second half, Seton Hill outscored Frostburg State 58-53. Seton Hill winning 99-94, with Seton Hill going out of the tournament in Frostburg 2-0, and Frostburg State drops to 1-1. Seton Hill, their player of the game was Adair Ortiz. In 29 minutes, was 10 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 26 points. Also, give credit to Kendrick Curtis. He had 22 points and 11 rebounds. In the first half, Seton Hill shot 41.2% from the floor, 42.9% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the free throw line. Second half, they shot 67.7% from the floor, 66.7% from three-point range, and 76.9% from the free throw line. Overall, the Griffins of Seton Hill shot 53.8% from the floor, 52.2% from three-point range, and 81% from the free throw line. For Frostburg State, their player of the game was former Gannon Golden Knight Mike Matano. He didn't really play that much in his first 2 years at Gannon, but man, he made Gannon look like fools for letting him walk for nothing. In this game against Seton Hill, in 36 minutes, he was 11 of 15 from the floor and 15 of 22 from the free throw line. He had 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and had the highest amount of points scored by any player in the Atlantic region this weekend with 37 points. So very impressive performance for Mike Matano in his second game starting with the Bobcats and making Gannon look pretty bad for not having him. Although Gannon is 2-0, so I guess it's a win-win for both teams. In the first half, Frostburg State shot 52% from the floor, 44.4% from three-point range, and 61.1% from the free throw line. Second half, they were 56.3% from the floor, 11.1% from three-point range, and 72.37% from the free throw line. Overall, the Bobcats of Frostburg State shot 54.4% from the floor, 27.8% from three-point range, and 67.5% from the free throw line. Forgot to mention, from Saturday's games, 16-game slate, I ended up getting 11 out of 16 games correct. Games that I missed, Bloomsburg over Salem winning that game. Millersville losing to University of Charleston. Wheeling, I had them over Clarion. They lost by 9. Concord, I had them over Pitt Johnstown. And Pitt Johnstown ended up winning by 4 points. And then Bluefield State losing to Seton Hill by 5 points. For the Sunday games, got 1 out of 2 correct. The game against Shippensburg versus Bluefield State, I got that game correct. Seton Hill versus Frostburg State, I had Frostburg State winning and Seton Hill winning by 5 points. So overall, over the weekend, I ended up getting 22 out of 33 games correct, which is not too bad. It was one of my favorite songs from the beloved and belated Meatloaf Says, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So we have 2 games on the schedule for tonight. So I'll do my picks and predictions for these games here in just a moment. So thankfully, I don't have to do a preview video until Friday. So I'm actually going to be releasing episode 5 on Friday afternoon, or worst case scenario, it will be up. It will be posted on Saturday, November 22nd at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be back to normal schedule with Saturdays with episode 5. So 2 games tonight at 7 o'clock. So just 2 hours before when this episode is going to be posted. So by the time we're there, we're probably going to be just under an hour away from tip-off. Chestnut Hill is taking on East Stroudsburg. Chestnut Hill is 0-2. East Stroudsburg's 2-0. Another 7 o'clock game. Penn State Scranton traveling to Lock Haven. Penn State Scranton is 2-1. Lock Haven is 1-1. The big slant of games comes on Wednesday. 12 games to be more specific. We have 1 game at 6. That's Davis and Elkins and Seton Hill. A ton of games at 7. Bowie State and Shepherd. Wheeling and Slippery Rock. Caldwell and Westchester. Millersville versus Wilmington, Delaware. University of Charleston versus California. Frostburg State versus Clarion. Point Park in their first game of the season will be traveling to Edinburgh. Georgian Court traveling to Bloomsburg. Mansfield versus Roberts Wesleyan. Pennsylvania Schuylkill. They actually have a game tomorrow, so they might be either 3-0 or 2-1 going into that matchup with Kutztown, who is playing their first game of the season on Wednesday. And we got Chestnut Hill versus Shippensburg. 1 game on Thursday, that is Lock Haven versus Holy Family, and then 1 game on Friday, which is Westchester versus Goldie Beacon. So my picks and predictions for tonight's games, I have East Stroudsburg over Chestnut Hill and Lock Haven versus over Penn State Scranton. For Wednesday, I have Seton Hill over Davis and Elkins, Shepherd over Bowie State, Slippery Rock over Wheeling, Westchester over Caldwell, Millersville beating Wilmington, Delaware, University of Charleston over California, Pennsylvania, Frostburg State beating Clarion, Point Park over Edinburgh, Georgia Court over Bloomsburg, Roberts Wesleyan over Mansfield, Kutztown over Penn State Schuylkill, and Shippensburg over Chestnut Hill. For the Thursday game, I have Holy Family beating Lock Haven. And then Friday's game, I have Westchester beating Goldie Beacon. With that being said, that is finally going to wrap up this 4th episode of Season 3 of the PCBC. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this first episode of Recapping Games. Until then, I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, saying so long and have a great rest of your Monday. And I will see you guys for episode 5 on Saturday.